Once upon a time, there was a young athletic lad hungry for success, who believed that winning was everything, and that success could only be defined by winning. One day, the child was prepared to compete in a running competition in his little village alongside two other young lads. A great audience had assembled to see the athletic event, and the wise old man had gone far to bear witness after hearing about the small kid. Also, the race began with what appeared to be a level heat at the finish line, but the child dug deep and drew on his desire, strength, and power. He was the first to take the winning line. The crowd was overjoyed, cheering and waving to the child. The smart guy remained silent and cool, showing no emotion. The small kid, on the other hand, felt proud and significant. A second race was called, and two new, young, fit rivals stepped forward to run alongside the youngster. The race began, and the young child came through and finished first. The audience was happy once more, and they yelled and waved to the youngster. The smart guy remained silent and cool, showing no emotion. The small kid, on the other hand, felt proud and significant. Another race, begged the youngster. The wise old guy moved forward, presenting the youngster with two new adversaries, an elderly, feeble lady and a blind man. "What exactly is this quiz? This isn't a race," the small child protested. The wise man said that the race had begun and that the youngster was the sole finisher. The other two competitors were left at the starting line. The small child was overjoyed and lifted his arms in celebration. The crowd, on the other hand, was deafeningly silent, expressing no sympathy for the tiny child. What occurred? "Why don't the people share in my prosperity?" he wondered to the wise old man. "Race," responded the wise man once more. The wise man went on, "This time you finish together. All three of you finish together." The small kid paused for a while, then stepped between the blind man and the frail old lady, taking their hands in his. The race began, and the small child crossed the finish line slowly, ever so slowly. The audience was enthusiastic, cheering and waving to the youngster. The wise man smiled softly and nodded. The small kid felt important and proud. "I'm not sure who the audience is applauding for, old guy, but who of us three?" asked the small boy. The wise old man gazed into the small boy's eyes, placed his hands on the kid's shoulders, and said quietly, "Little son, you have won far more in this race than in any other race you have ever ran, and the audience does not cheer for any winner in this race. So what are you racing for in your life? Do you yearn for success? Is winning the only thing that matters in your life? Who are you up against? If you consistently win against everyone, people would eventually cease applauding for you towards the end of your life. When you look back, who was racing with you in this race? Did you assist them in crossing the line if they were weaker and older? Did you all cross the finish line together because it was the finest race you'd ever run? Thanks for watching, and stay blessed.
Please subscribe to my channel Lessons of Life and press the bell notification icon.